Hi, I'm Erica from the Alameda String Academy, and today we're going to talk about Where Are You from Evelyn Avsharian's book, Songs for Little Players. This is the second song in this book that begins on the E string, and it's also the first song in the book that starts on anything except for the open string. Is that right? I think we have ice skating, which starts on the third finger, but it's especially important on songs that start on anything but the A string, on anything but the open string, to make sure that you prepare your hand before you start. So I'm going to show you how that looks, okay? Obviously, we want to make sure that we have a great setup with a nice long straight arm, and our thumb is nestled back with a nice open window underneath the violin. Okay, and as we make our boxes on the E string, we're going to count up to the second finger. And I always like to start with what I call a count up, which just means that we're going to play the beginnings of a scale. We're going to play the notes from the open string, adding a finger until we get to the note we're starting on. So that would be E, F sharp, and then G sharp. And what we're doing there is we're really connecting what we're doing, what we know in our head we should be doing with making this shape and putting our fingers down right in the middle of the string, with how we want it to sound, okay? Because the number one thing that's going to tell you whether or not you're on the right track is, does it sound the way you want it to sound? Does it sound the way you would sing it? Do, re, mi. If it sounds off, then you know that you need to go back and look at what you're doing and maybe check some things and change some things. So, so I'm going to start with a count up, and then we're going to play Where Are You? Okay, before I do the count up, I'm going to check my bow hand and make sure that I have a bendy thumb and my index finger is curled around, and I call this the knuckle mountain. We want to make sure that the knuckle mountain is sitting so that your bow is actually on this middle section, okay? Maybe not on this side, because I find that if it's on the bigger part of our finger here, that we have a lot less bow control when it comes to keeping our bow in the highway, okay? Or keeping our bow, being able to steer our bow on the string, okay? So if I keep it on this side, then I can kind of move it from side to side, kind of like a pirate's hook. Okay, so we have our knuckle mountain pirate's hook. We've got our bendy thumb making a shelf for the bow, either on the stick, or if you're a younger player, you might have your thumb on the bottom of the frog. And then we have our bendy pinky. And the rest of these fingers just snuggle around the bow. Okay, so bendy everything. And then we're going to make sure we have a straight wrist, thumb back, and nice and open. And 1, 2, oh, with our count up. And here is Where Are You? If you're looking for a little bit extra challenge, you can keep an eye on your curvy fingers over your fingerboard through the whole song to see if when you lift up your fingers, they can stay really close to the string. That way, when you get to the third line, and you go between the E, the open E, and the second finger, you can just plop that second finger down instead of kind of having to search for it. See, if I have my finger up here, then I have to go, oh, and then I don't really know where I'm going to land. So I keep my fingers close, and then drop our finger down.